Yo everybody, how you doing? We are live. We got football on the TV. The Cowboys are on TV in the Hall of Fame game and they stink. I love it. So I hope everybody's been able to watch this game because it's been very eye-opening in certain ways, that is. Dallas, they stink. What's up, everybody? What's going on? How you guys doing? You was watching the game? What about the window? Cowboys news, what do you mean? So I didn't get to watch the second quarter. Well, the end of second quarter to like the midway through the third, I missed. No, not yet. But I missed the second, I would say halfway through the second, end of second, partway through the third. But I got to see the first quarter. And dude, Dallas Cowboys defense, that's what you call defense? They stink. Dude, that is some stinky D. That's bad. They're going to get, I'm telling you, that's exactly what I expect from the Dallas Cowboys. I think their defense is going to stink like that all year. I think they're going to stink, and that's the way it goes. So, I don't want to talk too much. Let's open it up for you guys. What's going on? They had some starters in there. Yeah, they did. Look, Dallas defense stinks. What's up? What's up, Joey? How you doing? Joseph, yo, what's up? I think Dallas was very unimpressive. But look, I mean, I'm busting balls because it is, I mean, a Hall of Fame game, preseason game. You can't put much stock in it. But it was still fun watching them get torn up. You know what I'm saying? They were getting torn up. Who do you think the Rams are going? What do you mean? Like the record? I don't know. I don't know about Jared Goff. I'm not sure. Man, you're good. I'm still working on these live streams, dude. I'm not good at it yet. What's up, Kelly Green Wings? How you doing? Who's going to win? What, this game? The Cardinals are going to win this game. Dallas is going to blow it. Dallas looked bad. I mean, they look like they're like a wet paper bag. That's what their secondary looks like. What's up, brotherly love? What's up, everybody? How you doing? So what did you guys think of the Eagles' move today? I thought it was a good move. I thought it was definitely necessary, but we still need more. We need to do more. We need another secondary guy. Now, people are saying Kyle Fuller. I'm all for Kyle Fuller. I'm not saying he's the best in the world. I'm not saying all that. But what I'm saying is he's better than what we got now. Our secondary concerns the crap out of me. That's what I think. What up? How about them Cowboys? Them Cowboys stink. They stink. I mean, that secondary stinks. Nah, it is what it is. Cowboys, I mean, look, I'm busting the Cowboys balls. They're not going to game plan. It's the Hall of Fame game. You can't put much stock. Philly, who's winning? My eyes just stopped. I don't know. I think who's winning? Cardinals winning? I don't know. I turned away for a second. But no, the Dallas Cowboys, their secondary, that's what I expect. Look, they drafted some good young guys. But the thing is they're rookies. Rookies are not going to sit there and come in and be as impactful as a lot of people. Fuller or Hayden is a great move, especially if we get him for less than a fourth round and no Jordan Matthews. Yeah, well, I mean, I agree. Kyle Fuller, Joe Hayden. If I had to pick one, I would pick Joe Hayden. But I'll take either one. Report the Eagles are fully interested. I think are interested in Fuller, you mean? I think the Eagles are trade him for Michael Kendrick, Cards. Joe Walker playing very well. Well, we got to see Joe Walker in a preseason game. I look forward to seeing Walker. I want to see Joe Walker after that injury last year because he was playing so good. Now, I would love to get rid of Michael Kendricks. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like to. Ragoose 445. Shout out to you, buddy. Rookies won't stop Julio, therefore they can beat the Falcons. Rookies won't stop Julio. No, they can't beat the Falcons with their rookies. I do like their rookies. I do. But, who will back up Kendricks? What? Like Joe Walker? I mean, Kendricks has got to go. I don't know. I don't like Kendricks on this team. Kendricks is not used well. Kendricks is not used the way that benefits Kendricks. So I don't really want Kendricks on the team. Now, I don't think he's going to go anywhere. I think if you get like Fuller, I think it's less than a 4th round pick. I don't think you have to give a 4th round pick for him. You know what I mean? I really don't. Do I believe in Nelson Aguilar? I do not. I've heard this song and dance before with him. I mean, look, they talked about him his rookie year, how he looked like Jeremy Maclin. You know, he's Maclin. I'm not going to believe in Aguilar. I need like 4 or 5 weeks of Aguilar playing good before I believe him. Because they're talking about people want to move Matthews and put him in the slot. I don't see how you can believe in him. I'm worried the Cowboys are going to bend us. Oh, another Cowboy fan. Jack Walker, you a Cowboy fan? What do I think about C.J. Smith? I'm interested in him. I heard good things about him, but I want to give him a chance. I definitely want to give him a chance. I think you have to give him a chance. Look, you have to give everybody a chance in the secondary. I believe our secondary is so bad. I mean, especially the corners. Why not give him a chance? I would let him start one of these weeks. Definitely. He definitely needs a lot of playing time, for sure. You know what I mean? Philly 500, what are you looking forward to in the preseason for the Eagles? I just want to see them play. I want to see them play. I want to see the guys. You know, I get very excited when you get new guys, like you get, Jeffrey or you get like Blunt. I like seeing them in the uniform. I just want them to get out there and play. I want to see Wentz. I want to see Wentz go out and open it up. Do you remember the first preseason game with McNabb and Owens, and he went bomb. He went Owens to a bomb. Now, I know Jeffrey ain't going to play. I know he ain't going to probably play the first game, but I would like to see it with Torrey Smith. I would like to see the Eagles open up the offense. I want to see him. I want to see Corey Clement. Corey Clement is like, seriously, dude, he is like, they said he's like real thin and he looks good. I'm totally about Corey Clement also. Joe Walker's another. I want to see Rasul Douglas. I want to see them all. Need someone that could cover Dez, Williams, Beasley, Butler, Switzer. Yeah. I mean, the great thing, Mr. Wright, about all those Cowboy receivers, they're probably all going to be suspended by like week 3 or 4. I mean, what Cowboy got suspended today? It's always somebody. Look, the Cowboys beat themselves. Cowboys are so distracted. Boom. If Alshon gets hurt for the first 8 weeks, then comes in and is a beast for the rest of the season and totally balls out, he wants to be resigned. Do you do it? Yeah, if he balls out for the last 8 weeks, makes a difference, yes, I do. But if he's banged up all year and he never gets going, no. But his injuries definitely scare me. Cowboys offensive don't get suspended. No. Look, they got the satanic star. They're evil. What's up, Cloud? How you doing? I know it's football, but I just can't wait for some NBA. Yeah, I'm excited, breezy, about NBA too. Very excited. You know? What should the Finns do at quarterback? Well, they said Tannehill's okay. I think he's okay. I think he was cleared. I don't think there's any structural damage, so they're not going to lose Tannehill. I know some people asked me today would I trade Foles for him or trade Foles to Miami. I said only if I get like a second-round pick or more. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. There's no reason, But what are you going to do? Are you going to any preseason games? No, I'm definitely not going to any preseason games. I hope to go to a game or two during the season. If we get a good season, I would be happy for the Eagles. What's up, Jag? How you doing? You watching the stinky Cowboys? Their defense stinks. All the Cowboy fans are probably all scared. I know you're all scared, and they go, "Oh, it's just a preseason game." Holy crap, we stink. You guys know. You know you're going down this year. You guys are going to be 7-9. See, I only care about the score like after the first quarter in preseason. Because it don't matter after that, because then it's all backups. All these guys in right now, they ain't going to be on the team. It's 20-18 Dallas with, I got about 9 minutes left. Our defense is better than yours. How do you know? You guys look like a wet paper bag. I mean, I look like a high school quarterback could throw against you guys. That's how bad you guys look. You guys look bad. And I'm not sold on your pass rush either. I'm not sold on your pass. Look, Dallas is going to struggle. Dallas is going to come down to earth. And that's the way it's going to be. The division's going to be between the Eagles and the Giants. That's it. Falcons defense is underrated. I think that the Falcon Fury, I think they're a very complete team. I think they're probably the most complete team in the NFC. I think they're very good. The only thing I worry about with the Falcons is, can they actually, I just wonder if the Falcons can actually get over that loss, because that was so brutal. Biased call. Yeah, of course I'm biased. Do you think I pretend that you wear that? Of course. But I don't wear a satanic evil star. I don't do black magic. I don't sacrifice children and women and then drink their blood. That's the Dallas Cowboys. My boy Trevor Knight's doing well. Oh, yeah? Dallas is at least going 8-8. Unless injuries plague them. 7-9 is highly unlikely. What's the difference between 8-8 and 7-9? One game. We're talking about one game. What's the difference? I never understand. One game difference is not a big deal. Two, well, it doesn't have to be it. You could call it satanic magic. How about that? I can call it that, because that's what it is. I've been following camp. They are over, but we'll see when it proves week 1. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, that was the hardest Super Bowl loss I've ever seen. Derek Barnett is and always will be better than the bum named Taco. Maybe. I'm sorry, who was the top of the division and who was at the bottom? Yeah, but that was last year. Who won the Super Bowl in 1975? Does that matter today? No, it don't matter today. Today is a new day. You got round 1. We're coming for round 2. Bop, bop, bop. Come on, Dallas, let's go. We're going to whip up on you. Who cares about Benny Logan? We got Timmy Jernigan. I like Timmy Jernigan better than Benny Logan. Definitely. I definitely do. No doubt about it. But Dallas is not... look, Dallas, if I was a Cowboy fan, I wouldn't be sweating this game. I would be like, look, it's a Hall of Fame game. That's ridiculous that this stupid dingbat Eagle fan is saying to worry about, this game. He's a dingbat. He has to be a dingbat to say that our defense stinks. That's what I would say if I was listening to myself. I admit it. But here's the thing. I believe it's true. I believe it's going to matter, and it's going to be like that all year. I really do. Who's our starting front four? For the Eagles? Well, you guys got to be Curry, Jernigan, Fletcher Cox, and Brandon Graham. I don't think Derek Barnett starts right away. Now, to me, the sleeper guy of all sleeper guys is Steven Means. I like Steven Means. I think he's going to be a sleeper. Oh, look, the Cardinals are getting ready to kick a field goal. They missed. The Cardinals stink. How do you miss that field goal? They stink. It's stupid. I cut him. Dingbat. Chris Long needs a cane. I'm not a Chris Long fan. I think he needs a cane. I don't like him. What do you think about Matt Collins? I'm very excited. I'm very, very, very excited to see Matt Collins. I have a feeling Matt Collins is going to be a lot better than I ever gave him credit for. I thought he would just be like a special teams guy, but I just got this feeling from everything I've heard from everybody. I think he's going to be really good. Steven Means will be... I believe Steven Means is my sleeper in preseason. I think he's going to impress a lot of people. I think he's going to beat out Chris Long. If the Eagles make to the Super Bowl, we'll probably win. Carson Wentz and others, part of the team, will get their first Super Bowl. Yeah. Well, we're gonna win it. We're only a couple years away. Let's face it. I believe that. Look, if Carson Wentz isn't the guy, we got to start all over. We're going to be drafting for a quarterback soon. If he is the guy, we're going to the Super Bowl. Eagles will never make a Super Bowl. I don't know about that. Why do you say that? Just because they haven't? Look, they've had dingbat coaches. They've had dingbat owners. They've had dingbat GMs. They've had a lot of dingbats. But maybe Carson Wentz can change all that. You're not going to win, you hillbilly. Oh, yeah, you got big words there. Big words, buddy. Ooh. If the Falcons are over, are they the favorite in the NFC? I think if the Falcons were over and can get over the loss, yeah, I definitely think that they are. Yeah, I would say so. I do think Tampa Bay is a sleeper team. Tampa Bay I think they're going to be dynamic. And let me tell you something. Did you see anybody see Jameis Winston? He looks fantastic. He looks fantastic. I think he's going to have a huge year. I love O.J. Howard. I like Deshaun. I already liked Mike Evans from long ago. I think Tampa Bay is scary. If I was Atlanta, I'd be scared of Tampa Bay. But if Atlanta can get over it and move on, they're still the best team. That's my opinion. You know? Okay, buddy. Shut up. You're on my stream, you dingbat. Somebody sound the dingbat emergency broadcast system. We got a dingbat. I don't think it's you. It's him. I got to put you in a timeout because you're a dingbat. So go to the corner and have a little bottle and sit there with your diaper and your bib. Dingbat. So, where was I? Yes. Atlanta is, I think, the best, most balanced NFC. Clement thoughts. I love Clement. I think Clement, I loved him as a pickup. I love that he's in shape. He's thin. I can't wait to see him. And I actually heard good things about him. I actually heard that he was actually catching out of the backfield and they were actually, I actually think that they were like very impressed with his receiving ability so far. Blunt, I love Blunt. I don't think Blunt's going to have 18 touchdowns. I don't think he's going to have that. But I think he could have 1,100, 1,200 yards and 9 to 10 touchdowns. I think that's fair. Eagles 8-8, an improvement from last season. Yeah, Mr. Wright, it would be an improvement by one game. But see, I don't look at the Eagles as 7-9 last year. The Eagles started off 3-0. You know what I mean? We got a dingbat alarm system. The dingbat emergency broadcast system has been put into effect. You're in a timeout, you dingbat. You try. You ain't getting by me. Don't be a dingbat. Back to football. Sorry, but my emergency broadcast system does not fail. Stupid dingbat. Yeah. Who do you think will win, the Broncos or the Dolphins? Is Tannehill playing? I need to know. If Tannehill's playing, yeah, I think so. Another dingbat. Ooh. Getting time out with your stupid baby friends. They love it. They're idiots. It's in full effect, man. Pistol whipping, man. I want to thank you for last time because last time, man, you stood up for me in the chat when somebody was saying something and I couldn't keep up with it. And I saw that later. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. NFC East predictions. My NFC East predictions right now are, unfortunately, I have the Giants, then I have the Eagles, then I have the stinking Cowboys, and then the Redskins. But I'm thinking I might be underestimating the Redskins. So I definitely want to take a look at it. I'll definitely take a look at it after the preseason. Cowboys rule, not tonight. They stink. Dez Bryant, you have to be a little bit worried about that secondary because it looks bad. Mac Allen, Redskins are trash. I thought so too. I was thinking the same thing, but, they do have some talent. I think it all depends on Cousins. If Cousins is ready to play, yeah, I think so. Dez Bryant, I'll slap my balls on your face. Is that the way you go? Is that what you like? Slapping your balls in men's faces? You're a dingbat. You're in a timeout. And I know you're a dingbat because you're a Cowboy fan. Anybody that has the name Dez Bryant has to be a dingbat. Come on. I love these guys. These guys are great. They're stewing odd. I mean, what are you going to do? Von Miller staying in Denver? Probably. Do you think Wentz will be the next room as far as teams being on his back for his entire career? I don't know. I don't know about his entire career, but I think early on, I think this year he's gonna have to carry him, because if you look at that defense and that secondary, I think the Eagles are gonna have to score a lot of points. I do. Should we sign Revis? I would prefer not to sign Revis, but they gotta do something. They're gonna have to do something because their secondary cannot go in that way. Definitely. Is Dan Quinn a good coach? Yeah, I think Dan Quinn is a great coach. I mean, look what he's done with them. How can you think he's not? I like Dan Quinn. I don't know if Shanahan's a good head coach, but he was a good coordinator. He was good with Ryan, so we'll see. I'm a fan of Matt Ryan, and I also like Julio Jones. Julio Jones. How do you feel about Smallwood? I want to see him. I want to see what he does. Redskins will have a top 5 offense. That's interesting. I don't know. I mean, they did lose some guys, so I mean, maybe they will. I don't know. Who do you think is better, Carroll or Belichick? Belichick. I think Belichick is you got to put Belichick up there with as the greatest, right? I mean, don't you have to put him up there with the greatest? I mean, what, 5 Super Bowls? I have to say Belichick. You know what I mean? I got another dingbat. I just block you, dingbat. Bye-bye. He's talking about his 2-inch prick. The guy's got a 2-inch prick and he's bragging about it. What are you bragging about? You dingbat. You don't brag about it. You go hide. List your top 10 quarterbacks right now. Oh, man. That's on the spot. I would want to think about that. I mean, I would have to say Brady definitely 1. I would put Brady definitely 1. Then Rodgers 2. Then I have to think about it. I mean, if you go by last year, Matt Ryan, to me, was awesome. Kirk Cousins looked like a guy to get injured a lot. You think so? See, I think Kirk Cousins could be really good. I think he could win a Super Bowl for people. I definitely do. You know? Casual beats, just ignore them. I don't have to answer the questions, then they go away. They're mad at me because I hurt one of their friends' feelings last time. Bunch of baby dingbats. Eagles' defensive line beat us by themselves last year. Your wide receivers did you all no favors. Yeah, that line needs to be consistent. No, we need, like Brandon Graham, those guys, they got to go out and get sacks. They got to go out and they got to get sacks. I think Brandon Graham needs 10 sacks this year at least. He needs at least 10 sacks. If he doesn't get at least 10 sacks, I think it's a problem. I definitely do. Kendricks, we got a trade here. Kendricks, Matthews, 2nd or 3rd, but we don't have a 2nd rounder for Darius Slay in the 7th. Is he even like on the trade block? Pressures aren't important? No, of course pressures are important. But at some point they got to get home. I'm not saying he didn't have a good year, but you got to get home some point. This year, who's going to get home for them if Brandon Graham is just getting pressures and not getting to the quarterback? At some point, that hurts you. At some point, you have to get home. So if he doesn't do it, somebody has to. I think Brandon Graham needs to convert some of those pressures into actual sacks. That's all I'm saying. The last jersey I bought was Nick Foles. And then he left and got traded. And it's like, Jack, every jersey I buy seems to get, like, the person leaves, the year I buy it, the guy's going next year. I can't stand it. Who will be starting running back? I would say, what's his face? LeGarrette Blount, Arizona touchdown. Yeah, Dallas stinks. Who's better, Wentz, Mariota, Goff, or Winston? I like Wentz the best, but I like Mariota and Winston. They're definitely ahead of him right now because, look, they've played 2 years, he's played 1. The jump that Mariota made before he got hurt, and also Winston, man, those guys made the jump. Those are the kind of jumps the Eagles, their quarterback needs. We need a jump like that. Why do Cowboys teams get so many penalties? Well, if it's during a regular season, the penalties go against the other team because Dallas gets all the calls because Jerry Jones runs the whole show. Everybody knows that. Pats or Genos, I would rather have Tony Luke's personally. Either one to me. There's so many Eagle YouTubers. A lot of Eagle YouTubers. We're everywhere. What would it take for Wentz to be labeled a bust at this point? I don't think he will be, but one way. It's too early. I mean, even if he went and had a horrible year, you can't call him a bust. It would take another 2 years, in my opinion, before you could call him a bust. Now, if he regresses and doesn't have a great year, then you're worried about it. But it's too early. To me, he would have to hurt himself and be injured for the rest of his career. Eagles are relying on defensive line to force pressures until they find an answer at corner. Yeah, they are. And here's the problem, and here's what scares me. They're relying on getting pressure with their front four, and they don't blitz. So they're going to not blitz and then only rush 4 to me that scares me, because what if you don't get to the quarterback? Are you going to blitz or what? You love me? Yeah, I love you too. Never give up a quarterback this early. As Jags fans, I really like Wentz. No, I don't think you give up on him. I would never give up on. He's not even close to. If I was a Jags fan, I wouldn't give up on Bortles. I wouldn't give up on him yet. It's too early. I mean, I hear people trash Bortles. He had 30-something touchdowns. What up, buddy? Well, you just answered my question. I missed your question. There's so many questions coming at me. I'm sorry. If I miss your question, I apologize. But just keep sending it to me. I'll get to it. You just got a Carson Wentz jersey? Was it a white one or green one or black one? I'm going to get a Carson Wentz jersey. I'm still waiting for my green hat to come. What do you think about Sam Shields? From Green Bay. He's old, isn't he? Plus, doesn't he have like a ton of concussions? Or am I thinking of somebody else? I wouldn't want him if he's the guy I'm thinking of. I don't want him. Concussions from Green Bay, right? What would aggravate you the most as fan this season? Doug Peterson not running the ball or Jim Schwartz not blitzing enough? Definitely would be. It will definitely be Doug Peterson. If Doug Peterson doesn't open up the offense, I'm going to be pissed off. You know? That's how I feel. Top 5 young quarterbacks in the league. Erickson, you got to let me think about that, because you're asking me. I got to think about that. If I had to say right off the top of my head, you have to say Winston, Mariota, Wentz, and Dak Prescott, probably. What would you do if Dallas won the Super Bowl? God. Dude, I've dealt with that before. That's horrible. That is a horrible thought. It's very hard. I just want it to be over, and it's not very fun. What's up, Spunky? How you doing? I don't like watching Dallas win the Super Bowl. Fortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Dallas ain't winning those Super Bowls anytime soon. I can guarantee you that. Dallas ain't winning this year, and they ain't winning next year. It's over. What's up, buddy? How you doing, T. Bates? Just can't get past happy with Wentz. Just can't get past happy with Wentz. Have to balance offense with the run. Yeah, you do. But when they get past happy, it's like 3-yard passes, 4-yard passes, a hook pass, a hook pass, a hook pass, a hook pass. You got to open up the whole thing. I want to see the Eagles play the whole field. I want to see them stretch the offense. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. I don't think they're going to get pass happy, but I worry they're going to be too conservative on offense. I do. I think Doug Peterson acts like him going forward on a 4th down is aggressive, but he refuses to open up the ball. Like, there was like 8 or 9 weeks where the Eagles didn't throw over 25 yards in the first half. That's bad. You can't do that. What's up, Green Forest? How you doing, buddy? I wish Wentz would throw deep a little more. Yeah, I do too. Now, some people will say he didn't throw deep because they didn't have anybody to throw deep to. But I'm saying this. That may be true, but try. You got to try. You got to keep the defense honest. Look how many times those safeties were up. They were almost like another linebacker. It was very predictable. You know what I mean? Watch the Dallas game. Dallas winning. Yeah, Dallas winning. But, you know, they're winning preseason. They were losing the first quarter when people were out there. I'm a Cowboys fan, but I owned the Eagles jersey once just because I supported McNabb way back from Syracuse. So you went and got an Eagles jersey as a Dallas fan? That's pretty tough. I wouldn't, dude. I would have got his college jersey. Would you rather have Chip Kelly for one season or the Dallas Cowgirls win the next 2 Super Bowls? No, give me Chip Kelly for one season. We've already lost one season. We've already blown how many seasons? I'm over 40 years. I'm 42 years old. I've seen no Super Bowls. You don't think I can deal with 1 year? Pfft. But no more Super Bowls for the Cowboys. I don't want to see it. Nice, bro. Humble man. Chum Lee. Dingbat. Boy, the Dingbats like me. That's because I'm King Dingbat. I rule the Dingbats. I put them in their place. How's Taco Charlton look? He gained sack. From what I seen, he was... Now, I left in the second quarter, so if he did something, you know, I saw him running. I saw his jersey number. I saw the back of his name, which means he was running after the running back. Nobody. No, they're not going to trade Xavier Rhodes. They just signed him. You know. Definitely. Where do you get the dingbat phrases from? I don't know. My dad called me a dingbat when I was growing up. I used to get called dingbat all the time. So now everybody who is a dingbat. Now I say it after my videos. I say don't be a dingbat because many times I do a video and then I get people who act like dingbats. So what I do is I say it to remind them, don't be a dingbat. Cowboys defense made Blaine Gabbert look like yes, they did. They are a wet paper bag. That's true. Let me get rid of that guy too. That guy, he's still talking about himself. Zeke is a very talented dingbat. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's who I wanted before I knew the Eagles were interested in a quarterback. Give me Zeke Elliott and I was good to go. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't have been upset if they did. Who's gonna be better, Taco Charlton or Burnett? Oh man, that's a tough one because I'm not the biggest Barnett fan. Not that I'm not a fan. I just wouldn't have taken him in his position. But I'm gonna say Barnett because I just can't say a Dallas Cowboy is going to be better than the Eagles. I can't do that right now. I can't. Not with my people's here. I can't. I got to say, I don't think much of Taco Charlton either. So I'll say Derek Barnett. Have you seen a video of Jason Witten burning Nolan Carroll in practice? No. But I'm sure he could do it running backwards. Nolan Carroll stinks. Okay, it was the funniest thing in the world was watching Dallas fans get on there and be like, we got Nolan Carroll. Like, they thought that they just signed, like, Deion Sanders in his prime. It was the funniest thing. They don't realize, but they will. He stinks. You think the Eagles are going to use Corey Graham at corner or at safety? I think they're going to use him all around. I mean, he could play corner safety. He could play all around. I definitely would give him a chance. I definitely would want to stick him in corner first. But I'll use him all over the place. Look, they could always use him at safety too and bring up Malcolm Jenkins in the slot or something like on a third down. So they do have options with him. Yes, Carroll stinks. Who would you prefer Eagles get at cornerback? If I could say one of the guys, here's what I would do. If I was the Eagles, and I don't think this is possible, but if I had my choice of guys right now who are franchise-type guys, it would be either Malcolm Butler or Tremaine Johnson. I would seriously call the Rams up and try to work out a deal. I don't know if they would. I doubt that they would, but I would try to get him. I would offer a big package for him because I like him a lot. You know what I mean? I like him a lot. I would call them up and I would be like, I'll give you Rasul Douglas, Jordan Matthews, a third-round pick for Tremaine Johnson. Something like that. I would try. Almost cried when I saw the news about Sterling Shepard going down. Yeah, that was tough. I don't know how bad he is, but I really like Sterling Shepard. So I think Sterling Shepard is really good. So I don't know how bad he is. I think it's just a high ankle sprain. If you had to choose one corner that used to be an Eagle and put him in today's Eagles team, who would it be? Without question, from what I've seen, Eric Allen. Eric Allen is prime. I love Eric Allen. Should we trade Nick Foles to Miami? No. Tannehill's fine. They said there was no structural damage unless something changed, but from the last report I saw, he was fine. And even if he wasn't, what are you going to get for Nick Foles? They're not going to give you like a second-round pick. They're not going to give you like a first-round pick. Now, if they would give me a second-round pick, I would do it. But they're not going to. So I have no reason to trade him. Trade Foles Miami for a first. They would never do it. You know what I mean? Wait, whoa. Matt Allen, season-ending surgery for Tannehill. You kidding? When did that happen? I swear I just saw a thing on the report saying there's no surgery. They just said there was no structural damage. Seriously? Holy crap! Dang! Oh man, that's brutal. I just heard that. Whoa. Okay, no wonder I'm getting all the Foles questions. Dang. Tannehill. Let me think about it. If I was Miami, I would just go sign Kaepernick. I mean, I would, because at least he's athletic. But I don't know how desperate. Look, if you're Miami, would you give a second-round pick for Nick Foles? That happened about 5 minutes. God, yeah, I didn't know. Jordan and Nick Foles for I like Landry. I like Landry a lot. Yeah, I would do that if I could get Landry. Yeah, Kaepernick for Tannehill. I think that they should go after. If I was Miami, I would just sign Kaepernick. You know what I mean? He's available. He's got some talent. Jordan Matthews for Joe Hayden. I probably wouldn't do that. I would want more. Cap or RG3. Kaepernick went to a Super Bowl. Kaepernick went to a bunch of championship games. So I'd take Kaepernick over RG3 any day of the week. You know, should we grab Fuller? Yeah, I think we should. I think we should grab Fuller unless we can get somebody better. But I definitely think you have to go out there and do something. You have to go out there and get another corner. Look, the Eagles. Do you ever think about this? Why did the Eagles go out and sign so many one-year contracts? It wasn't because of the salary cap. That's what people say, but it really wasn't. And it wasn't because they thought they were going to win a Super Bowl this year. It's because they wanted to make sure that Wentz progresses from year 2 to year 3. Well, this cornerback situation, it puts that in trouble. That these corners are so bad that it could blow up their plans. So I think you have to go out and get another corner. I think you have to. You know what I mean? The dingbat emergency broadcast system has just sent another dingbat to the corner. Corey Graham is actually a good player, just getting up there in age. Yeah, he is. I am a little concerned on why it took him so long to sign. I think he's a good player. I don't know that he could come in and be a solid starter. I think that's asking a lot from him. But you never know. Nick Foles, Kendricks, and a fourth for second, and Tony Lippett. They're not going to give you a second-round pick for him. Wentz for Dak. I would rather have Wentz than Dak Prescott. You put Wentz in Dallas Cowboys offensive line last year with Zeke Elliott, he's going to do just as good, if not better, than Dak Prescott. Patriots aren't going undefeated, and this will be Brady's last year. I don't think they're going undefeated. I mean, they may lose one game. I still think Cap is a best with weapons around him. I think he could be very good. What are the Eagles doing at punter? Why? What happened to the punter? Foles and Mills for Hayden. I don't think I get rid of Foles. Okay, I mean, if I can get a second round pick or a first round pick, maybe even a third, I would do it. But I'm not going to go and just give Foles away. You might need a backup quarterback. Foles can come in and win you 1 or 2 games. Foles can win you a couple games. Foles straight up for Matt. I don't want anything to do with Maxwell. I wasn't a fan of Maxwell when they signed him. You know, I was not a fan of Maxwell, and I'm not now. And I thought that was a great trade. And I think he actually played good for them, you know. Cowboys better lose today. Well, I don't know if they're going to lose today, but it's only the Hall of Fame game. This is the kind of game that if this was the starters playing, Dallas would have lost. The only way I can judge this game, and you can't really judge this game, but the only way I can judge this game is by what they did the first couple series. And they got scored on, and they got lit up, and they looked horrible. And if that's what they're going to give us, we're going to kill them. Todd Gurley or Jamal Charles? Well, Jamal Charles is old. A first-round pick for Sherman. I wouldn't give a first-round pick for Sherman. This game was a snooze fest. Yeah, the Hall of Fame game always is. You get so pumped up. You're like, yeah, we're going to go. And we got football. And it's the whole thing. I can't wait. And then they play. And then they pull the stars and don't even play them. And it's like, man, this is a boring game. Let's get to week 1. Who is your favorite Eagle player of all time? Reggie White. Reggie White was my favorite player. My second favorite player was Brian Dawkins. And my third favorite player was Randall Cunningham. Cards driving right now. I see it. Yeah, I have it on the TV back over there. Eagles going to sweep the Cowboys both games. They just might. They just might. I mean, the Cowboys may try to put a curse. You know what I mean? They may sacrifice a few babies, a few women, a few donkeys, a few animals, birds, whatever they do. They may try to do their spells, but it's going to fail. They're going to fail, and we're going to beat them. I hate preseason except for the Eagles because our backups don't suck. I watch every preseason game. I do. And here I have a trick. If you're like, I don't know if I should say this, but if you're like out of like the area and you can't watch the Eagles games, the day of the first Eagles game, go on NFL Network or NFL.com and do a trial for their game day pass thing, which is like $100, but they give you a free trial of like 7 to 10 days. Sign up for it. Then you can stream the Eagles live. Do that for a game or two. Then cancel. And then do, like, if you have your wife or something, then let them do the free trial. You'll get through the whole preseason. That's what I do because some of the games where I'm at, you don't get to see. Dallas won, but who cares? Dallas won a Hall of Fame game. But guess what? They're not going to win in the regular season. That's all that matters. Dallas ain't going to win a regular season. I bet you Dallas fans are really happy that they won. I mean, I would be nervous. If an Eagle fan would be like, who cares we won? Did you see that stinking secondary? That was bad. Dallas would be like, yeah, we won. Do you like Marcus Johnson? From what I heard of him, from what little I've seen of him, I do. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to see Greg Ward. I can't wait to see Matt Collins. I can't wait. I don't even want to wait a week. Does anybody know why the preseason, the Hall of Fame game was on a Thursday? Who do you want them to trade for? The Eagles? I would say, I don't know. I know a lot of people don't talk about Malcolm Butler, but I wouldn't mind getting him. I wouldn't mind Fuller, but if I get Fuller, it has to be for like a 4th round pick or less. It can't be for anything more. And I wouldn't mind Joe Hayden. Butler is overrated, maybe, but I would take a chance. Now I do worry because I think that their style of New England's, the way they play defense, he's not really going to fit the man up. I like Trumaine Johnson in the Rams. Can we get him? Does he want to stay with the Rams? Does anybody know? Because I'm willing to make a big package, a big offer for the Rams if I can get him. I'm not a Skip Bayless fan. Dallas won the game. They really lost the beginning of preseason game matters the most, Mr. Wright. Agreed. If you're going to judge the preseason, you only judge when the main guys are in. And what? The first 2 series Dallas had some people in, they're getting killed. Destroyed. Their secondary looks horrible. How many more years does Brady have? I think Brady has... I hate to say it, but I think Brady has like 4 to 5 years. See, Manning relied a lot on his arm, like a lot on his cannon, and that arm kind of went. Brady doesn't need to do that. We could get Tremaine for cheaper because he's on a franchise tag deal at the moment. I would make a run for him if I can. I would say Jordan Matthews. I don't know, Michael Kendricks, Rasul Douglas, a 3rd round pick and a 4th round pick for Trumaine Johnson and get it done. Now, I like Rasul Douglas, but you're getting another cornerback, and I'm keeping him. Skip Bayless is about to go on Undisputed and say something dumb like saying the Hall of Fame game is why the Cowboys are going. Of course. He always says dumb things. You know what I mean? He always does. What's up, buddy? How you doing? All that for Johnson laugh out. No way. I'm telling you, I don't think the Eagles, with the approach that they took to this offseason, can afford to go out there and not have a corner. I think if they go into the season with the corners they got now, I think they're in big trouble. I think they put too much into this season. They went out and got too many guys to 1-year deals. They can't afford to blow it by not addressing the cornerback. So you're right. Maybe that is too much for him. But my point isn't so much what I offer. My point is that I'm willing to be aggressive to go out and get him. That's the point I'm trying to make. What up, buddy? We can't make the playoff with our corners. That's how I feel. I mean, they really concern me. How old is Trumaine Johnson? I think he's 27. Can't believe Kendricks requested to leave Philly. What a dingbat. Think we should trade him now. If we can get a corner out of him, I'll be happy. Yeah, well, he wanted to leave because I don't think he feels he's used properly, which I agree with. And I probably would have tried to honor his request. You know what I mean? Because think about it. I mean, he came to the Eagles in January asking for a trade. You got a long time to figure out who's going to replace him. You could replace him with 2 guys, but they didn't do that. Practice against the Dolphins will be easier without Tannehill. Yeah, well, give our corners confidence. Yeah, but I don't want false confidence. That's a shame. He's really that banged up. I think Von Miller should come to Philly. Yeah, I would love to have. Me too. Send him in. I've been here since 60 subs. Grats. Thanks, Aiden. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all the support, man. You guys are the best, really. I mean, I joke with some of the guys, and some of them come in, and I don't know who some of these other ones are, but you know, everybody, for the most part, is wonderful, and it's all because of you guys. It ain't me, it's you guys. Thank you. Matt Collins is going to be the number 1 wide receiver for the Eagles in 3 years. Maybe. Khalil Mack to Philly is better than Von Miller. I love Khalil Mack. I wanted to trade up and get him. I love Khalil Mack. I really like that guy. I think he's a total stud. I think the Raiders are scary. To me, I would rather see the Raiders beat the Patriots if the Eagles aren't going to Super Bowl. Like, if we're going to go to the Super Bowl and you said, Philly 500, you're going to Super Bowl, who do you want to play? I want to play the Patriots. Eagle fans should be happy because they were humbled early and have learned from that, unlike arrogant Star Boys. Yeah, well, Dallas had an easy year in terms of everything went their way. Their offensive line was fantastic. A rookie quarterback came in, had plenty of time. The running back's a stud, and they didn't have any problems. How do you feel about Aaron Donald's a stud? Aaron Donald may be the best defensive tackle, maybe the best. He's up there, top 3 defensive tackles in the league. Aqib Talib for Kendricks and a pick. Where are these trades coming from? They're not going to trade Aqib. Would Tremaine Johnson just walk next year because we don't have the cap if we get him? No, you have to make the cap, Michael. You have to adjust. Look, we don't have cap space, but a lot of that is our doing. We chose to keep a lot of guys we didn't have to keep. So you can make room. You just have to, figure out what your priorities are. But I would, seriously, I like him a lot. I like Tremaine Johnson a lot. And the thought of having him and being able to sign him to an extension, a guy who's a vet, and then next year having Sidney Jones, dang, man, that would be something. Imagine if we got him right now. Like, imagine if news broke that the Eagles acquired Tremaine Johnson in a trade nobody saw coming, how he did it again. How excited would you be? Y'all better hope Wentz plays well this year. No excuses for when you guys suck. You guys stink tonight. You can't even... The Cardinals make you guys look like crap. Taco looked bad, huh? He looked like a burrito, not a taco. He melted. He got melted. The amount of one-year deals we have is scary because they can all leave and we would be screwed. Yeah, it does scare me, but I think I figured out what they're doing. I think I figured out this whole one-year thing. I actually have a video on it. I think I figured out what they're doing. And that's why I think they're going to go out and get a corner. I think it's going to happen. It's a shame for the Dolphins. It's the same stuff Vikings went through last year. Yeah, Tannehill actually played a lot better last year. I thought they were going to be a pretty decent team. But if he's gone, forget it. What if we got Odell? We wouldn't get Odell. Sammy Watkins? Yeah, I would like Sammy Watkins. Ryan Tannehill? I thought Tannehill was good last year. What do you mean? I thought he had the best year. I thought he was coming around. I thought he was good. I mean, he wasn't like a Pro Bowler, but he was definitely showed something. No surprise he was getting manhandled by the Cowboys back. Yeah. Philly, the land of the ifs. Well, what do you want? We don't have a Super Bowl, right? We're the land of ifs, and you're the Cowboys is the land of the evil empire. You're the land of blood sacrifices, of women and children, satanic rituals, birds dying, kids disappearing. You got evil Satan running around. Dude, the owner of your team looks like the evil emperor in Star Wars. What do you mean? If evil. Come on. Hey, at least you laughed about it. That's cool. Some people think I'm really serious. I joke around. The Cowboys are the land of the snakes. I hate snakes, dude. Snakes, evil, right? Isn't snake always like the devil? There you go. That's why there's so many rattlesnakes in Texas. Flowers is better than tacos. Jerry Jones is a dingbat. Jerry Jones is. He is a dingbat, but I will admit this. If he was the owner of the Eagles, I would like him. Except for I didn't like what he did to that dude the other day. I don't know why Eagle fans are so concerned about Brandon Marshall. He's trash. I think Brandon Marshall is good. Yeah, Emperor Palpatine. That's what he... Think about it. Look at Jerry Jones. Imagine if he had the hood on. He's Emperor Palpatine. All this hype of a woozy ain't brown and they look like so average. No corner... And here's the thing with Eagle fans with Sidney Jones. Like, they're like, we got to get Sidney Jones in this year and we're going to shut people down. No rookie corner, usually, most of the time, is going to come in and shut professionals down. It doesn't usually work that way. Most of the time, they struggle or they go through the growing phases. I don't think you can rely on rookie corners that much. I mean, it can happen, but... So Cowboys are going to struggle and they're going to stink, and maybe in a year or two, those guys will start to play. Brandon Marshall did not do anything last year. No, he didn't. But I still think with Odell Beckham, and if Shepard's not too hurt, I think they're tough. Jerry Jones is a part of the Illuminati and is the devil. He's a heathen. He's a heathen. So will Jalen Ramsey have a breakout year? I love Jalen Ramsey. I think the Jaguars in general are a sleeper team. Because I think that their defense was going to be okay enough. And I think that if they run the ball with Fournette, I think Bortles will be a lot better. I wouldn't put too much stock into one preseason, especially when it comes to secondary. They're not even sure the position. I agree. You can't put much stock into preseason. That's true. You can't really game plan. I can only put in maybe the first couple drives, first quarter. But it's fun to talk about because you guys are panicking. You guys are already panicking on one preseason game. What do you think about Leonard Fournette? I think Leonard Fournette will be Rookie of the Year. I think Fournette is awesome. I like Fournette better than I like Ezekiel Elliott. I like him that much. I think he's a stud. A flat-out stud. He was if I could have choose one guy in the draft, he would have been my first guy. Corey Davis was my second guy. I love Leonard Fournette. I think Fournette is a man among boys. Do you think Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer? I'd have to look at his numbers. I don't know his exact numbers. I think he's borderline, but I mean, he's got 2 Super Bowls, so he may get in because of that. Will you do a fantasy league with subs? Falcons Fury, I'm thinking I might. I've had several people ask me to do it, so I think I'm going to put something together. Because I love fantasy. Seems like a lot of my subs like it, and I think we should definitely do something. I'd like to do something where we have our own league, and then do something like on DraftKings and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Next draft, we should trade up and get Barkley or the corner from Florida State. Yeah. I love Barkley. Barkley is awesome. All right, Jag. Okay, buddy, thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys all being here. Man, there's a lot of people here. Thank you for coming. Man, there's a lot of people here. I just looked. Damn, I'm going to get nervous. Like, I don't like speaking in front of people. Do you believe it? Like, I hate it at school. Now I'm looking, I'm like, going to be like, I just looked. Damn, that scared me. Jordan Hicks is the first player to record 11 turnovers since Jack Ham in the first 20. Really? Wow. Dude, I love Jordan Hicks, defensive player of the year candidate. How would you feel if someone made an account called Philly Goat 500? I mean, look, they've got Philly 500 soccer mom hair. There's a couple things. Feel free. I would not mind. It's actually kind of nice, I guess. Alshon is going to go crazy on the Cowboys. Man, you believe the Cowboys, if that's their secondary, they're in big trouble. Angel Torres. Shout out, please. Shout out to Angel Torres. Mike D'Agostino. Let's go Eagles. I don't know, I'm older. I'm 42 years old. I look 42. Look at his face. I'm 42. I don't know shouts. I barely know computers. People told me my background today needs work. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take care of it. But I don't know that kind of stuff. I just know how to talk football. I'm a simple man. Just don't think about how many people... yeah, I know, really, because it just shot. I didn't even look at it. Cowboys stink league. Yes, I agree. They do stink. Rams all day. Shout out to all diehard fans. Shout out to all diehard fans. Shout out to all football fans. Shout out to all people who love the NFL. Shout out to everybody in this room. Shout out to you guys, even if you don't like me. I like you. Shout out to everybody. And shout out to the fact that the Cowboys stink. And shout out, most of all, to the greatest team ever, the Philadelphia Eagles and their fans. Fletcher Cox and Malcolm for Khalil Mack. Man, you guys got some great trades. I'm down. Pegtron, I'm a new subscriber. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. My family has been a season ticket holder for the Eagles for 35 years. Wow, Luke. That's awesome. That is awesome. I have some family who definitely have been there a long time. I don't know that long, though. How the thing about Roseman. Howie Roseman has to feel pressure right now. Because he did all the stuff he did, and he didn't address the corner. Now he risks everything with the corners. 35 years of pain. You must be talking about my life. How many yards will the Wentz throw? I say Wentz has 4,100 yards. How many rings, bud? How many rings? We're gonna have 5 very soon. When was your first Eagles game you watched in the stadium? The first game that I can remember at the stadium was the game where Randall Cunningham went around the end against New England and ran for 50-something yards. That's the first one I remember. But before that, I used to go to practices every summer. We used to go, my dad would go, my uncle, they would go to the practices, and we would do that at training camp. But the first game I remember was Randall Cunningham going around. You see on the highlights against New England. I think the San Francisco 49ers will have a better season this year. Do you? Dawson, I don't think that they're going to. I think they're going to struggle. But I do think that the Niners are on the right track. I think the Niners, it may not show like in wins, but I do think it will show, in play and talent. I think the 49ers are on the right path. Are you streaming during Eagles preseason games next Thursday? Yeah, I'm going to stream at some point, definitely. I'm definitely going to stream. I'm going to be streaming a lot, especially during the season, Sunday pre-games, and then definitely Sunday after. Heading out, great stream, and I hope you do another for the Birds' first preseason game. Mac Allen, thank you for coming. Appreciate it, and I definitely will, buddy. If we want to make the playoffs, we need to address the corners. Carson needs to progress. Thomas, I agree with you. I agree. I mean, look, the Eagles went out and signed a bunch of one-year deals. People don't sign one-year deals for a second-year quarterback. They did it because they wanted him to progress from year 1 to year 2. See, I think they think that they're ahead of schedule because they had traded Bradford, so they have 2 years to work with Wentz before they start building the way they had planned. So they went out and got all these one-year deals to get Carson to progress from year 1 to year 2. But now they realize that their corners is so bad that this could screw everything up. And that's why I think they make a trade. Now, a lot of people don't agree with me, but I think it's going to happen. I wouldn't subscribe, but you guys have the worst fan base traders. Well, I would say this. In your life, you don't want to be judged on people who aren't you. You judge me for who I am. Don't judge me for being somebody else. That's all I can say. And you do what you got to do. Huge fan. Keep up the work. Eagles Nation, baby bleeder. Thank you, Savage. Appreciate it. Eagles addressed cornerback like Cowboys addressed linebacker last year by taking a player who will not play for a year. I know, but Sidney Jones is going to be good. He's going to be so good. If the Eagles are America's team, I'm moving to Canada. Oh yeah, well send me some bacon and some maple syrup. Because bye-bye, we're America. Look, we're the birthplace of America, America's team is right here. Nick Bronson, second to that. Yeah. Eagles hype. Yeah, a lot of Eagles hype. You got to have hype. Sidney will play this season around late October. That scares the crap out of me, Holly. I don't think that's a good idea. The Eagles aren't America's team. Well, Dallas ain't America's team. Dallas is the evil empire's team. Do you root for any other sports teams like the Sixers or just focus on Philadelphia Eagles? No, I love the Sixers. I've been talking a lot about the Sixers over through the summer league and stuff. I love the Flyers, and I love the Phillies. The Phillies have been hard for me to watch. I didn't have the Major League Baseball package, so I haven't done enough Phillies stuff. I'm going to do a lot of Sixer stuff and a lot of Flyer stuff coming up, as time goes. But right now, getting ready for football season. Are you worried about the thin depth at linebacker? Yeah, I'm always worried about depth. But I guess my focus is there's so much focus on worrying about the cornerback situation that you don't think about the depth. I mean, every team has places where they're thin. Rushing Sidney back would be late August, but we're going to wait until October. He should be good by then. Let's say you bring Sidney Jones back in October. What do you really expect him to do in October? He probably won't start. He's probably not in game shape. He probably don't know all the plays. He doesn't know the speed of the game. And he's probably worried about his Achilles. I just don't see any reason why they would do it. Did you see the Sixers' new uniforms? Yes, I did, and I love it. I like the old throwback stuff. I just do. Let's go Eagles. That's right, Mike. I can always count on Mike to say, let's go Eagles. He knows. Peace. All right, Angel. Peace to you too. Thank you for coming. I'll be on. My next stream will be Sunday, unless there's breaking news. Now, if there's breaking news like today, and I'm like in the middle of doing something I can't talk, I'll do a quick thing. But if I have time, I will always talk and answer questions. But my next stream like this will definitely be Sunday. Do you think the Cowboy fans are raving about tonight's win? I think the Cowboy fans are secretly worried. But I think, they think that they won and they think that they're great because they beat Arizona in the HOF Game. So they think that they're great. They're just delusional fans. I mean, they got to wipe the blood off their thing. They probably got things floating around the house from all the spells and satanic stuff going on. They got satanic activity going on in Dallas. Think about all the things that happen in Dallas. I'm not opposed to sitting Jones all season, but I think the Eagles will be desperate to get him to the field. Yeah, I think they're going to be desperate. That's why I want them to go out and get a corner. That's why I want them to go pay and get a corner so that they don't rush him. If Cowboys secondary plays like tonight, my Giants receiver are going to light them up. Oh, boy. Carlos, you guys are going to score 30 or 40 points on them, Be about your word. I'm subscribed. Loyal fans here, guys. Take notes. All right, William. I appreciate that and hold me to it. And let me say this. If you don't like something I say, you have a problem, talk to me. I'm always willing to talk to everybody. I try to answer every question I can. I always try to interact. And I try to do the best I can. I'm not perfect, but I will always answer your question and I will always respect your opinion. Great stream, Phil. Keep up the good work. I'm new here because I just found your channel. I love it. I'll be here a lot because I have a great channel going. You have a great channel. I got to run. Okay, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I just came here. I already love this channel. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. How long you streaming for? I don't know. I mean, I've done, my first couple were like 4 hours. I can't do 4 hours. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't really look at how many I have. And I'm looking, I have like 60-something people in here. I never thought in my wildest dreams I'd have that much. Oh, my God, I'm getting nervous. No, just kidding. So, I don't know. I'd go a little bit longer. Keep it up because it's fun. I appreciate that. I'm surprised people like the stream. I get it all the time. When are you streaming next? Elliott is not getting suspended. I don't think he will because I think that's why Jerry Jones, does what Jerry Jones does. I gotta plug this in. Okay, Michael, thank you. Eagles, America's team. The Eagles aren't even Pennsylvania's team. Oh, yeah. Well, we used to be the Steagles, but where was America born? Where was the America born? In Philly. What's your favorite burger joint? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big burger guy. I don't know. Those kind of questions I have to think about. No, America wants winners. I went to a Phillies game last week, and we got wrecked by the Astros. Hit after hit, homer after homer. We need some pitchers. Yes, we need some pitchers. Yes. Do you drink beer? I do drink beer. Yes, I do drink beer. Do I look like I drink beer? I look like I drink. I drink a little bit. I'm not a big drinker. I used to be a big drinker in my younger days. Now I'm a little more mellowed out. I like a few beers here and there. Philly, what's your second most favorite team? I don't have a second favorite. My favorite team is the Philadelphia Eagles. My second favorite team is anybody who plays the Dallas Cowboys. I don't have seconds. I don't like seconds. I drink a little bit. I don't drink a lot. I drink every now and then. I can't remember the last time I had beer. It's been months. If we had Lane Johnson, we easily could have had a better record. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. Philly or no one else. Yep. Steelers are trash. Steelers. At least the Steelers got rid of the stupid, when you're going to check out the site, I have a thing on it to do it tonight. Do you think Carson will be MVP this year? I don't think he will be MVP, but I think he's going to be in the running. Now, if he goes 12-4, 11-5, and the Eagles go to playoffs, especially with that cornerback situation, you gotta think he's got to be up there. Yeah, Philly, Eagles Truth, I'm definitely going on it. I appreciate the invite, and I'm going to definitely check it out. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, because I had planned to. I don't like the Steelers. Am I wrong for that as an Eagle fan? No, you can hate the Steelers. Nothing wrong with hating a team from Pittsburgh. Nothing wrong with hating a team from Pittsburgh. To me, the Steelers, I don't know. I guess because we don't play them a lot, they don't bother me, but I hate all Pittsburgh, all Pittsburgh teams. I'm afraid that Sidney Jones will get re-injured if he's thrown in midseason. He may try to play and play savior, and do more than he's capable of. I agree, Ryan. I totally agree with you because that's what he's going to want to do. He's a good player, but he's got so much to get ready for the season, the speed of the game, the plays, everything. He's got to work himself back physically. Then in the back of his mind, he's thinking about. He's got to be thinking about his Achilles. That scares the hell out of me. I say let him rest. Who do you hate the least? Who do you hate the least in the division? Mine is the Giants. Hard to hate a team we whip all the time. Yeah, boy, that's a hard question. If the Cardinals were still in our division like the old days, I would say them. I would say right now, over the last 10 years, it has to probably be the Redskins because they're never around. You don't hear from their fans anymore. I don't know what happened to them. Broncos versus Eagles is going to be an even match because one has the best defense, the other has a good offense and defense. Yeah, and fortunately, it's at home. I always think it's hard to play in Denver. You're not going to go to Denver when it's hard. Well, Philly fan, I think we should subscribe to each other because I'm a Redskins fan and you Philly fan. It's going to be a good season, my friend. Larry, you got a deal, buddy. I love having other teams' fans subscribe to me because I like to talk to you guys. I like to start crap. I like to get the rivalry flowing. Now, I like to mess around with Cowboy fans, Giant fans, Redskins fans. Never personal. I don't do personal attacks on people. I keep it the team, and it's all out of respect and fun. It's never because I don't like somebody personal. That's never the way it is with me. Dallas is trash. Dang right, Dallas is trash. Dallas looked bad. That secondary looked bad. They looked like they didn't even want to play. See, I think Dallas has got so many things going on. I think they got so many things going on that they're just gonna have a bad year. Aguilar ran at 22 miles per hour at camp. Yeah, but can he catch a ball that's 2.2 miles per hour? He can run 22 miles an hour, but he's got to catch a ball that's going 2.2 miles per hour because he stinks when it comes to catching. Aguilar, look, they said that Aguilar had a great camp last year, right? All you heard about. And then the Cleveland game, he even had a good game. And then he disappeared. So when Aguilar makes a mistake, that's what I want to see happens. You're the best, Philly. We're flying high. Go Birds. Thank you, buddy. I thank you. Can you say my name? Star Trek Gamer 46. Can you say my name? Say my name. It's like Breaking Bad. Kicker missed a 32 by Harder, like 32. I know. You talking about the Arizona game? I saw that. Will you jump on the bandwagon Aguilar? I will not jump on the Aguilar bandwagon until it has to be like week 5. Has to be like week 5, and then maybe I'll do it. But no sooner because I've gotten killed by him all the time. You know what I mean? So I'll tell you what, guys. It is getting a little late. I'll do another 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna have to cut out. We've been doing over an hour. I love having you guys here, and I'm going to stream again Sunday for at least an hour. You really are the best Eagles Center channel. Appreciate what you do. Thank you, Eagles Truth. I appreciate you too, because me and you have battled in our disagreements with the Eagles sometime, but it's always out of respect, and I appreciate that. I always appreciate a good argument. And sometimes you're right, and sometimes I'm wrong, and that's okay. Brightest future in the NFC East, the Eagles. Absolutely. Well, you have to put Dallas up there too. I think Eagles and Dallas. Hey man, take care. Have a good night. You too, Big D. Thanks for coming. What do you think of Smallwood's role will be on the team? I see Smallwood as probably like splitting the second back role with Sproles. I think that's what they want him to do. We'll see if he can do it. I don't mean to change the subject, but what do you think is going to happen with that Kyle Fuller trade hype? I think something's going to happen. I think something's going to happen with Fuller, with Hayden, with somebody. And you know what? It may be somebody we don't even know. See you, Holly. But it may be even somebody we don't even realize. But something's going to happen. I think the Eagles are going to make a trade. You should get sloppy drunk if the Eagles win a Super Bowl. Look, all bets are off if the Eagles win a Super Bowl. Anything can happen. Almost anything. But Eagles win a Super Bowl, it's going to be craziness. Can you make a video tomorrow? Yeah, I got a video coming out tomorrow. I already have a video coming out tomorrow. It won't be a live stream, though. Yeah, Larry Langford, sub to him. I'm definitely going to. I would love to sub to Redskin fan. If the Eagles win the Super Bowls, yeah, you're going to get drunk, huh? Yeah, I'll probably be drinking. If the Eagles, I'll probably just cry. We have a bye week 10. We'll be at least 8-2, and the Eagles already said they are interested in full. Man, Tay, keeping real. You think 8-2? Man, that's awesome, buddy. How many subs did you have draft time? I don't remember. Congrats to you. We still own you. Yep. At least 8-2. Man, that's pretty good. Can you sub me? I do Falcons vision. Got a lot of respect for your Falcons Fury. You got it, buddy. You got it. Just leave me, put something in my comment section. Leave a link. I'll do it. Can you start putting ads on your videos? Ryan, what do you mean? I'm not very good with the technical stuff. I'm still learning that, editing and stuff. I'm just more of a talker. I just talk a lot. But I really don't know what you mean. If you could explain, I'd like to know. Have a good night, Philly. See ya. All right, Fichi. Thank you, buddy. My family loves the Cowboys. Oh, you love the Eagles. Yeah, well, some families are like that. What up, Philly 500? I've always been a fan, and I subscribe all the time. Thank you, Eagle Fly, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. What's up, Meme? Cowboys America team? Cowboys are Satan's team. Cowboys are evil. Cowboys are trash. Cowboys look bad tonight to me, man. That team looks like a team where they're heading in it. 14-4 in the last day. Star Trek Gamer 46, sub to me. Put something in my comment section so I know. The Satanic Star. Only a few people were benched by the Cowboys defense, and they still got cooked. I know. And then I'm sure by next week somebody will be suspended. Philly got school tomorrow. All right, Casual Beast. Peace, man. Thanks for coming. Thank you for all you guys coming. Man, you guys come and you make my stream worth going. It ain't me. It's because of you guys. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. I gotta tell you. You're the best, and I appreciate all you. Giants 2-0 versus Dynasty, and Eagles 0-1 versus the same team. You're welcome. Thank you. Star Trek Gamer. Is that like Star Trek the movie? City of Dallas was founded by a guy who was ran out fully loaded. He was loaded with syphilis? That's the guy who invented Dallas? Really? Oh, man. Man, Dallas really is satanic. I mean, look at all the bad things that happened in Dallas. Right? You got the JFK assassination. You got the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones and people getting suspended and Mike Orvin getting arrested all the time. It's crazy. Philly 500, sub me. I'm going to start making football videos. Okay, Tay. Put a comment in my comment section. Giants are America's real team. We play in New York, aka America's city, plus our uniforms are red, white, and blue. Yeah, but look, Philly was New York until New York became New York. I don't know. New York is America's team. No. But I tell you what, they're more America's team than Dallas. I mean, what was Dallas at the during the founding of the Declaration of Independence? Where were they during the Revolutionary War? They weren't around. They were a bunch of rattlesnakes. JFK was only killing Dallas because we can. Yeah, that's true, and I respect you for that. And I can shoot too. The Giants are not America's team. I'm a Giants fan. Look, America's team is something Dallas says that they are. They're the ones that say they're America's team. They're not America's team. We're America's team. If you made a poll, most of the hated team, Pats and Dallas. If you made a poll of your most hated team, Pats and Dallas would be 1 and 2. My 1 and 2 would be definitely Dallas and the Giants. Now I do hate the Giants just as much as I hate Dallas. The thing with Dallas is their fans are way more delusional, so you can have a lot more fun torturing the Dallas Cowboys. You know, if I like you make more of these. What do you mean, like live streams? I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams, tons of live streams. I'm going to do one Sunday this week. I'll be doing one during the Eagles game. Any breaking news? Then during the regular season, I'm going to do one Sunday before the Eagles game, a couple hours before the game, because I get nervous before the game. Like, I'm not one. I can't sit. Like, I'm very superstitious. If the Eagles are losing, I will go up and change my whole outfit. I will get changed. I will sit in a different place. I don't like sitting down. I get very antsy. The day before games, I can't even sleep at night. I'm up all night because I'm nervous about the game. So, to me, going on live stream is like the perfect thing to do. Who do you think will start in our first preseason game? Who do you think will start in our first preseason? I mean, I think Wentz will play. Is Wentz going to play? They're not going to. You got to play Wentz for like a series. I'm learning a lot about football tonight, but it's not. But it's so what? I'm learning a lot on football, right? But it's so fub. You look poor. Yeah, thanks. Well, I mean, how could somebody say somebody looks poor? What is that? What does that mean? You wouldn't know if I'm poor, rich, whatever, because I wouldn't tell you. But you know what? I'm rich because of what's in here, buddy. Now, you know what happens to dingbats like you? You go in the corner, you get a timeout, get your diaper, get your bib, and go there, you dingbat. Eagles or Redskins. So, by the way, you sweep of us, doesn't matter because the Redskins beat you guys anyways. Hammer. What's up, Victor? How you doing? How you guys doing? We've been on here for a while. I think that dude has multiple accounts. Yeah, he does. But I've been ignoring most of the stuff. He just caught me on that one. Sometimes there's like so many like names coming, and they come so quick and then they disappear that I can't keep up with it. That's why I always say just keep whatchamacallit. Philly 5, I will be back and I will leave a comment when you're done, my friend. Thank you, Larry. And you said you're a Redskin fan. I used to live in the D.C. area for a while. I used to live in Gaithersburg, Maryland. How's your day? How's your family? Greg, my family's great. My day was great. How was yours? I hope everybody's family is good out there. I hope everybody's good out there. You know, to me, I feel like my subs, no matter what team you are, I always feel like no matter what team you play for, if you sub to me, like we're part of family. I always back up my subs. And what I mean by that is I will always tell you the truth. I will always tell you how I feel, even if it's something you don't agree with. Every Philly fan should hate the Patriots. It's a rule. Yeah, well, you hate them, but it's some weird thing. You have to respect them. You know what I mean? You've been a Redskin fan since you were little. Philly 500. That's cool. That's cool. I remember the day when the Redskin fans were like almost as delusional as the Dallas fans. I know Philly should have more than... Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello. Hey, Quentin. How are you doing, buddy? Do you remember the blackout game versus the Giants? The blackout game for the Giants. You got to remind me more of what happened because I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, blackout game. Is that the punt where Cunningham punt like 90-something yards? We always wear black against the Giants. Yeah, we do, huh? It's always because it's like a national televised home game, I think. I love the black jerseys. They don't wear it enough. I've been an Eagle fan ever since I heard of them when I was 3 or 4. That's awesome, Thomas. That was like me. I mean, I was always an Eagle fan because my parents were. Thank you, Cecilia. I appreciate that. I was always an Eagle fan, but the moment I fell in love was the day that what's his face? Dick Vermeil was crying at the press conference. That made me like emotionally involved. You know what I mean? Dingbat's back. Tuna, you're a dingbat. Get in the corner, have a diaper, a bib, and go. I love it. Dingbats can't win. The Dingbat emergency broadcast system will be activated with Dingbats. Your dad is a Viking fan, so he ate a lot of crow when we beat him. Yeah, I bet. But I felt bad for the Vikings last year because of Bridgewater. I'm not a big Bradford fan. I don't think Bradford is I think he's an average guy. You know what I mean? But their defense is good. Vikings are an interesting team to me. So you should be GM of Eagles. I would love it. I'll take it. I'll take the job. What kind of no-lifers make fun of It'll last about 3 seconds on the chat. I don't know, but look, if he's going to try and he's going to make an account and come on, I'm willing to stick his ass in the corner. I'm willing to block him, give him a diaper, a bib, and call him a dingbat. If that's what he wants, that's what he gets. There he is. He's back again. He said, I look poor. I live in a mansion. No, I'm just kidding. I don't live in a mansion. Who cares? If I'm poor, who cares? What is it to you? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. You know what I mean? What's your favorite song? Those type of questions I can't do when there's this many people and I have to think. I get too nervous. I can't do it. Actually, a person, he could create accounts like that. Yeah. Imagine if he put his efforts into something useful in life. Instead of calling people poor, he went out and tried to help people. He'd be pretty successful maybe. But he's a dingbat. Yours is Fly, Eagles Fly. That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't know. Throw me a wrench and I will mod for you. There's no need for... I don't even know what that means, mod. You have to explain it. See, I don't know all the technical things. Quentin, you're my favorite. Thank you, Quentin. How's the tackling going today? I don't know how the tackling went today. I didn't really hear anything on the tackling either way. I really didn't. All I keep hearing about every time I put anything on is the corners. He can go in the corner, dingbat, insult Philly again. You better not make... Wait. He can go in the corner, dingbat, insult Philly again. You better not. I'll make Brian Dawes hit you. Yeah, he can go in the corner. They posted a mic up vid on Facebook. What does that mean? You can make people mods and they'll go, okay, that's something that I'll have to figure out and work on. I don't know anything about it. Last time I had somebody and pistol whipping, he stuck up for me, dude, and I appreciated that so much because I didn't even see it. And somebody told me after and I saw what you did, I appreciated it. I don't forget things like that, you know what I mean? Eagles will sweep. Eagles are going to win a lot of games, I hope. But we got to get a corner. I still believe that. You can make people monitor. That's cool. Ever since the off-season started, the only football sports shows have talked about... Wait, what happened? Shows they talked about is the Cowboys suspensions. That's because the Cowboys get suspended every week. Did you see this whole week on NFL Network? All they talk about is the Cowboys. Every day they're in Cowboys camp. All day interviewing the same dingbats, the same satanic people every day. It's so annoying. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? Des Bryant, dingbat, emergency broadcast activated. Idiots. All they talk about is Cowboys. It's really getting on my nerves. It's so bad. It is. It's horrible. And even in the Hall of Fame game, every year it seems like it's centered around some cowboy going in. That's how you know it's America's team. That's how you know it's Satan. It's the spell. It's like a satanic spell. You know what I mean? That's the problem with it. Every other sport isn't like that. Yeah. Anyone that insults Philly's Brian Dawkins will be at your house tonight to hurt you, bro. Yeah, I don't think you're talking about me because I wouldn't say anything about Dawkins. So Cowboys are still going to win NFC East? I don't think so. I think the Cowboys are going to lose a lot of games. You know what I mean? At least other sports actually care about teams that just won something. Yeah, I know. You would think the Patriots would get more love. But Dallas gets a lot. And that has a lot to do with Jerry Jones because he is a big part of the NFL. I mean, he owns the NFL Network or part of it or something like that. So listen, guys, I'm going to go 3 more questions and then I'm going to get off because it's getting late. I know you guys have to go to sleep. And, I have to get in my box in the corner because I'm so poor or something. No one repeats in the NFC East. Cowboys aren't winning anything. Cowboys aren't winning anything. Nah. All right, buddy. Thoughts on... that went away. Good night, Phil. Good night, buddy. Hey, Dingbat Emergency Broadcaster. Yeah, good life I live. You're blocked. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go. I got the Dingbats. They're trying to overtake it. So we're going to blow them all up right now. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be like these Dingbats.